G'day everybody. I've just spent some quality time with some people reading the Bible together. The passage we looked at was from Luke chapter 10, and we read about Martha and Mary. The story is that Jesus comes into a village and is invited into the home of some friends, two sisters. Whilst Martha gets into the kitchen and starts being busy with doing all of the stuff that you need to do to entertain a guest, Mary sits at Jesus' feet and listens to him. Eventually Martha has had enough, and so she comes into Jesus and says, "Look at my sister, Jesus. Don't you care that I'm working and she's just sitting there doing nothing? Tell her to get up and get into the kitchen." And Jesus replies, "Martha, Martha, you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken from her." I wonder, is the story of Mary and Martha the story of Southside? Do we get ourselves worked up and distracted by the things that really don't matter as much as the most important thing of sitting at Jesus' feet, to learning the rhythms of grace from him, to growing in our discipleship, so that we can put that into practice as we continue to release ourselves for mission? This coming Wednesday marks the beginning of the season of Lent, the 40 days excluding Sundays from now until Easter. It's a time when we have a chance to redirect our lives away from those things that take us away from the true discipleship that Jesus calls us from, and to redirect ourselves back to that thing which Jesus says is the better way, the only way that we need. I invite you over this season of Lent to ask, how do you need to be redirected in your life? What are the practices, the routines? What is the expression of life and ministry that you're involved in that really, when you think about it, distracts you from that thing which is best, a living, loving relationship with Jesus Christ? So I said there's going to be some ways to do it. We're going to dwell on that meaning of what does it mean to be redirected in our worship services, starting this coming Monday and continuing on for the rest of the year. Each week we'll be emailing out to you some daily readings, a short question, a little bit of a reflection on that coming Sunday's Bible reading. I invite you to spend the time that you need developing that rhythm, that routine of spending time every day at the feet of Jesus. And then, of course, there's always small groups. Small groups are the pinnacle, I believe, of how we form ourselves as disciples. Because in small groups, we engage scripture, but we engage each other. We hear fresh from other people how they interpret scripture, and we have an opportunity to express our own thoughts, to frame them a little better, to put them into words, and to be held accountable. Small groups are great. If you want to be part of one of them, please contact me, contact Jock Dunbar, who is going to head up our spiritual growth area, and we will help you to find a way into a small group. But now, let's prepare ourselves as we embark upon the journey of being redirected during Lent. Blessings on you all.